To complete the general education selection sheet, follow these tasks. First, decide which GE pattern you want to use for this assignment. If you aren't sure which GE pattern to use, look at the options below, and you can see they're all right here. If your goal is a certificate, you don't need to complete a GE pattern, but you do need to complete this assignment, so pick either GE pattern. If your goal is a local AA or AS degree, you can use either the local GE pattern or the GETC, whichever one you prefer. If your goal is to earn an AAT or AST or to transfer, use GETC. If you've not chosen a goal, just pick the one you're considering and use it for this assignment. So this first example is going to be for a student who's interested in getting an AAT in psychology. So let's use GETC. This first link takes you to the GE pattern. The second link takes you to the worksheet. This is also a link to the GE pattern. So let's follow the steps on the worksheet. The first thing to do is to make a copy of the worksheet so you can edit or download it. So let's do that. Number 2, have you completed college courses or passed AP tests in the past? If not, move on to step 2. If yes, check to see if you completed any of the GETC GE areas. Write any relevant courses on the chart below and type C for complete in the last column. So for this example, let's say we have an AP test where we scored a 3 in US history. Here's how you can see where it works. Click here. And now we're going to scroll down till we find US history. US history, 3 semester units in area 3B or area 4. And transferring to a Cal State, you would get 6 units for it. If you transfer to a UC, you get 5.6 units for it. So let's go ahead and put that in our sheet. Our options are area 3B or area 4. Let's do area 3B humanities. And then we're going to put C for complete. If you completed any other college courses before this class and they meet an area of general ed, you can add them to the worksheet right now. Look at each area of the GETC and choose a class you would like to take while you are a student at Mount SAC. Write that class in the space provided, label it in the last column. N stands for need, IP for in progress, and C is completed. So let's fill out the rest of the form. My academic goal is AAT psychology. Now that we've got that, we can start going through the GE pattern. So I'm going to do a side-by-side. Area 1, English communication, choose one course from each group. I'm going to choose English C1000, Intro to Public Speaking, and English C1001, Critical Thinking and Writing. For math, I want to check and see if my major requires a specific math class, so I'm going to look it up. I can look at the major classes I need, Psych C1000, and here I can see, there are 2 math classes I can choose from for my major, Psych 10 or Statistics C1000. I also see I've got some classes that might count as general eds, Psych C1000. I need to choose one of these science classes, so I'm going to choose this one. And then here, this class I've already picked. And Poli-Sci is also a general ed. So as I go through, I want to keep in mind which classes will double count. Required. So here, I'm going to use Psych 10. In the arts area, I'm just going to pick whichever arts I like. I'm going to do rock music, history and appreciation. In the social and behavioral sciences, right here I see political science. And Psych C1000. Area 5, I need 2 classes, one physical science and one biological science, at least one with lab. I'm going to choose biological psychology. And physical geology. The plus sign means it has a lab. And then one ethnic studies class. Optional, this is not part of GETC, CSU graduation requirement in U.S. History, Constitution, and American Ideals. I need History 7 and 8, or completion of one U.S. History class plus one course from American institutions. So I'm using my AP History and Political Science C1000. The good news is that the U.S. History and American Institutions requirement can also be used to meet Area 3 and Area 4 GETC requirements. They can double count. On to step 4, download as a PDF and upload your completed GE worksheet on Canvas, or change the share settings to anyone with this link can view and paste the URL. Now I'm done. So I'm going to go ahead and submit. So I'm downloading it as a PDF, and then I'm going to click on the upload button. I'm going to find the file and submit it. And now we're done. I hope this was helpful.